The history of America is not as old as the history of India. Even though humans began settling in America thousands of years ago, its history is considered to start from 1492 AD, when Columbus, in an attempt to find India, discovered America. In the year 1492, Columbus set out from Europe to find a sea route to India. He was fully convinced that the earth was round and that India could definitely be reached by traveling westward via the sea. However, at that time, neither Columbus nor the Europeans were aware that aside from Europe, Asia and Africa, there were many other large continents on earth. While on his sea voyage, when Columbus reached an island near the American continent, he thought he had arrived at an island near India. When Columbus went to Spain and reported that he had discovered India, this news spread across Europe like wildfire. After this, people from many other European countries were also eager to reach India by sea. The twist in the story came when the explorer named Amerigo Vespucci stated that the lands Columbus discovered were not India but new territories. It was after Amerigo Vespucci that these lands came to be named America, which later became known as North and South America. After gaining information about the American continents, many European countries raced to establish their colonies there, with Britain, Spain and France leading the way. British people had established their 13 separate colonies in the eastern part of today's United States, which operated under the British flag. Apart from the British, other Europeans also lived in these 13 colonies. From time to time, these European people of the 13 colonies clashed with the indigenous inhabitants of America. The European people were also successful in defeating the native inhabitants. These colonies were established between 1607 and 1733 AD. The people of the 13 colonies settled in the eastern region of America were not satisfied with the policies of the British government, and they declared themselves an independent nation on July 4th, 1776, which they named the United States. Like after a long war, the governments of France and England recognized these 13 colonies known as the United States as a separate country, and thus was born the most powerful nation today, the United States of America. In 1788, the United States implemented its constitution, and George Washington became its first president. After becoming a country, America began expanding westward. In the year 1803, it purchased a large territory in North America, Louisiana, from France, and thus the United States area nearly tripled. The Americans drove out all the indigenous people of the Maldives, and after defeating Mexico in war, its territory became almost as large as it is today. The American Civil War was a fierce war fought between the northern states and southern states of the United States from the year 1861 to 1865. This war was about the institution of slavery, in which the northern states were in favor of ending slavery, while the southern states did not want it. The northern states of America gradually made laws to end slavery, while the white people in the southern states were not ready to give equal rights to the black slaves brought from Africa. The southern states wanted to secede from America to form another country. In 1861, Abraham Lincoln became the new president of America, who was in favor of ending slavery and also wanted the unity and integrity of America to be maintained. After a long war, the northern states defeated the southern states, and in this way, slavery ended in America. After the Civil War, the development of reconstruction and industrialization began in America. During this time, a large number of people arrived from Europe and settled in America. It was a time when America began to emerge as a great economic power on the world stage. There was more development in the north of America
compared to the south, because the geographical conditions and means of transport there had become quite advanced. Coal and iron production increased, and many factories began to operate there. Railways, electricity, and telephones greatly assisted in the development of America, and today, this country is the most powerful in the world. Friends, if you liked our video, please like, share, and comment.